Hey, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. It's been a while. This morning I pulled out the book from over there and this little piece of paper fell out. And I found it so beautiful that it just came with the book this morning, and it says, "My book is about healing the unworthiness of love. Welcome. This book is about finally loving yourself first and healing the wounds, undoing the thoughts, beliefs, and patterns that keep us always giving to others and not to ourselves. This book takes a flashlight and shines it where the healing is needed. This book is not a quick fix. It is not about self-care. This book is not me telling you what to do, but rather teaching you how to rediscover you, how to rediscover who you are and what you want." And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. I don't even know when I wrote this. Maybe I started writing the book in February of 2021, I believe. And so maybe sometime in there. All right, so welcome. So I'm going to open the book. Wait, first shout out to Melinda for my beautiful earrings. I'm going to tag her in the comments below so that you can check her out. She does amazing work. She also does sound healing in Tempe, Arizona. Okay, so what I do here is I take the book, which I'm so excited about, and P.S. I found a developmental editor. I didn't even know what a developmental editor was. By the way, just real quick background, I never wrote before, obviously writing emails and those types of things, but I didn't write about my feelings, I didn't write about my life, I didn't journal, I didn't do any of those things. I'd be like, oh, I don't have time for that. Until about 3 years ago, and I started writing, and it brought so much more clarity into my life. And then what I discovered is that writing helped me heal. And really this book helped me heal because I got to write so much and to share so much and to bring forth so much that was within me that needed to be heard and needed to be seen and shared. And so thank you for listening, and thank you for being here, and thank you for showing up for you and to receive these messages. So what I do is I'll pray, I'll open the book to what needs to be shared, and then just convey the messages that come through. Okay. Okay. Right. In my book, I input research. It's the engineering part. So, according to Brene Brown, a researcher at the University of Houston, shame is an intensely painful feeling or experience of believing that we are flawed and therefore unworthy of love and belonging. Y'all, you can't make this up. I literally just said this. Right? Healing the unworthiness of love. It's literally underlined. Can you see that? Yes. So funny. I love it. Okay. What I now realize is that I wasn't just full of guilt. I was full of shame. I felt all the time that I needed to do more, be more, and have more so that I would feel worthy of love and belonging. In this shame, I felt so disconnected from myself, never feeling good enough in my own body. What I mean by this is I always felt I needed to do more to be a better mom, wife, friend, daughter, sister, employee. It was never enough. And this is what I needed a break from. I needed a break from the feeling of never being good enough, of never feeling worthy enough of love and belonging. I, of course, at the time, and still sometimes now, did not understand the underlying impacts of this deep-seated, these deep-rooted limiting beliefs. Instead, these beliefs would show up in my life as always doing more and feeling like there was never enough time to get it all done, and then feeling riddled with guilt because I couldn't get it all done. Then I would internalize these narratives. I can never get it all done. I never have enough time. I must be a bad mom. I'm a bad mom. It will never be enough for Wayne. I will always be behind at work. And feel the shame of all of these. Therefore, not feeling worthy or good enough, so I would try to do more. I was living in this constant cycle. And my cycle looked like this. Don't feel like I'm doing enough. Do more. Feel exhausted. Still don't feel like I'm doing enough. Feel the shame and the guilt. I'll repeat. You want me to repeat it? Okay. Don't feel like I'm doing enough. Do more. Feel exhausted. Still don't feel like I'm doing enough. Feel the guilt and ultimately the shame. And that's what it looked like. That was my cycle. And I didn't even know that I had that cycle. I didn't even know that I had shame. I knew that I felt guilty. That I was aware of. But I didn't know about the deep, intense shame. I really didn't. And when we don't allow ourselves to be fully heard and fully seen and fully acknowledged in who we are, shame can come through, can come forth. And ultimately, what this is, what I'm still working on, what I'm still working through, what I believe may be my whole mission in life is just to reconnect people to this love and reconnect myself to this love. And not that we're disconnected from it because we are it, but we feel disconnected from it because we disconnect ourselves from it. We don't believe we could be enough for it. We don't believe we could be worthy of it. And I didn't, there were many parts of me that didn't even believe that. They were like, what? No way. You're worthy of love. Whatever. And then, yet I would do things in my life that didn't show that. You know, I would overwork myself. I would push myself. I would find ways to criticize myself. I would, get mad and yell and then be so rude and mean to myself. Like the things that I said to myself, I would never say to anybody else. And that's what it was. It was just so difficult and challenging life to live in this life where I was trying to suppress parts of who I was and to suppress, and I feel so emotional because there's just so many parts of me that were never seen and heard because I felt like they couldn't be. They weren't allowed to be. We always had to wear a smile. We always had to be perfect. We always had to come across perfect. We always had to, just everything had to seem perfect from the outside in. And what happens with that, and that's where I want to go there. Thank you. What happens with that is that when we think things need to look so good from the outside in, we do things to compromise on the inside so that the outside looks so good. And when we do that, we're compromising ourselves. We're compromising parts of us that have been compromised our whole lives that really just need love, need to know that they are worthy of love and are enough. And instead of trying to make it look so good from the outside in, let's honor our messy, let's honor our shame, let's honor our guilt, let's honor our hurt, let's honor our feelings of being unsupported and unacknowledged and unappreciated, and let's honor how we truly feel. Because once we honor those feelings, once we honor how we truly feel, then we can begin to heal. I like that. Let's say that again. Once we honor how we truly feel, we can begin to heal. And so today, just honor something in your life about how you truly feel. Honor it, see it, acknowledge it, Maybe you're overworking yourself. Maybe you're pushing yourself too hard. Maybe you've taken on a new role, or, taken on just something new in your life, and you just feel like you have to push yourself so hard in order to be worthy and good enough of that love that you're so seeking to find that you can only find within you. But maybe that's what you're doing right now. Maybe it's not work, maybe it's a role at home, but whatever it is, just acknowledge it and say, how do I feel? How does this part of me feel? What does it need? What can I give it? How can I support it? How can I support myself? And then do it. These parts of us have been let down so many times, abandoned, betrayed, suppressed, repressed so many times that we have to keep our commitments to them. It's imperative. So when you ask those parts what they need, make time to do it. All right, have a wonderful day. Sending you love and blessings.